Nice to see all of you. How are you guys feeling?
We are so excited! Ang dami ng kamukha, pero sige, later on we'll get there.
So I am 20 years old from Pennsylvania po. I am currently taking my bachelor's degree in finance at the Penn State University. So I'm a full-time student, a full-time working student while doing this. I love volleyball. I've played for years now. I'm a very big sports addict. I've played for the entirety of my academic career. I love reading, I love music, and I'm so unbelievably grateful and blessed to be here.
How was the flight?
Very long po.
I know! Ilang oras?
I think about 25 hours. Yeah, late.
Practically pong 24 hours na sa nasa
Yes.
flight.
But it was very nice because we all got to bond.
Oh.
We're all sitting together.
Correct. Okay, thank you, Amanda. And at this point, I'd like to babati naman ko. Pauline Del Mundo! Napapa-accent tuloy ako dahil sa mga New Yorker na.
Hello everyone, it's so good to meet you all in person. I'm Pauline Romel Nagrasha Del Mundo. I am 33 years old. What can I say? I am so excited to be here right now. This is something new for me. I've never been in pageants before. So I am very excited to embark on this journey. I am the Global Director for L'Oreal for social media. I'm also a singer and an actress.
Wow!
Broadway singer.
Yes. Growing up, my goal was to be the next Lea Salonga.
No way.
Yes.
Disney princess.
Yes. So, but I ended up in the makeup and the beauty industry. So I'm also a professional makeup artist and a licensed esthetician. So all things beauty, all things performance. But this is the first stage I'm on that is completely new to me. So I'm very excited to be here.
But you're not doing your makeup on the
No,
finals.
this is actually the second time I've gotten my makeup done ever. Yeah.
Alright.
So it's really nice.
And of course, I'd like to go, we'd like to hear from our queen, Reina Filipina North America, Valerie West.
Hello everyone, my name is Valerie West. I'm a 22-year-old published musculoskeletal researcher and new graduate in biomedical engineering. And now I'm really excited to be here in the Philippines growing up as a dual citizen. My mom's from Pyongyang, Ifugao, and I grew up in the US.
Wow.
Yes, so I'm very excited to be here representing the Phil-Am community in New York. I'm so excited and blessed to be with these two queens here and I'm looking forward to the journey.
Punta na tayo ng Ifugao. Ganito kagaganda pala mga tao doon, ano. Her roots, no? You are born to a Filipino mom and a white dad.
Yes po.
American.
And I
Alright.
met here in the Philippines, so.
Has it always been a dream for every girl, every little girl na maging beauty queen, Valerie, Pauline, and Amanda? Your thoughts on being a beauty queen and then you ended up a title holder in your respective province?
Sure, I can start.
Yeah?
So, growing up with a Filipino mom, of course, pageantry is sewn into our blood, into our values. I know. So we grew up watching these queens, and as I grew older, I realized what beauty pageants meant. It's not just the outer beauty, it's the inner beauty. So I'm seeing the values they portray on the stage, their Filipino roots, that they're so proud of. And it became something I could be inspired by watching these empowered women. And I hope to be that same role model and leader for women in the future.
Nice. Amanda?
So growing up, I was never really the pageant.
Oh,
that I am
okay.
today. I was
What
very
happened?
into sports, sneakers,
Oh.
basketball shorts, you name it. And one day my parents, so I'm a lot taller than everyone else.
You are!
So that led me to be unconfident in myself growing up. And that was something that I always struggled with when I was younger. I would make myself feel small in order to fit in with my classmates. But one day my parents pushed me into doing a pageant in order to see my self-worth and utilize my height in a better way.
I know.
So, and then with that, the ball kept rolling, and I fell in love with it. Not only just the experience and learning more about myself, but meeting amazing girls and meeting amazing connections, just like these girls. Like, I'm so grateful to be here with these two beautiful women. We have so much to learn from our other candidates as well, and I'm so excited to be standing here in front of you today, despite the challenges that I have faced.
The journey begins today. The Miss Universe Philippines 2025 journey begins today here at the Red Dynasty Restaurant. Okay, and we'll proceed with Amanda. Pauline, sorry.
Yes. Like I said earlier, Paul, pageantry was not ever in my mind. No. At 2 years old, I started singing. I started singing competitions. So I fell in love with the stage. I gave up that dream about 12 years ago. I stopped singing. But when a year and a half ago, someone approached me and said, I think you should try pageantry. I think you being involved within the Filipino community and your advocacy, helping victims of natural disasters, I think it would be a great platform for you. And during that time, I was going through a change of finding my journey, finding myself. So a year and a half ago, I decided to join pageantry, and I think that it's been a great journey so far because it's another stage that I think I can conquer.
Alam mo, totoo yan kasi nakikita right away ng mga taong may mata sa pageantry, yung mata, you are fitting mo, destiny mo talaga, Pauline, to become a queen. And now you're joined, di ba? Gusto maging singer, maging
yes, po.
theater actress, and now you're a queen. Di ba?
Yes, thank you po. Yeah, I think mahirap po yung when you give up your dream, tapos parang you feel like everything has ended for you. For me, I'm 33. So I'm older than a lot of the candidates here, but I think it's never too late to pursue another dream, to go on another journey, and to conquer another stage.
Mga previous queens natin, medyo di ba, when they competed abroad, medyo di ba, medyo of age na rin talaga. And the queen beside you is a scientist naman.
Exactly.
But now she is a queen. Have you ever, kwento mo na ba, Valerie, na talagang gusto mo na talaga mag-aaral, to be a scientist, and you have a degree in muscus, di ba, lumbar, lower back. I know, right? Tapos you ended up a queen. Okay, hindi na, I'm not gonna talk too much. I'd like to open the floor for your questions. Ito lang po, kasi para ma-familiarize na, para ma-address kayo ng queens natin. First name, say your name and your publication or your page. Who would like to shoot the first set of questions? I understand. Si Oreo Contejos has a lot of questions. Hi Oreo, good to see you today.
Hi sir. Okay, stand up please. Okay. Hi, I'm Oreo from Pageant.
Oreo like the cookie, right? Oreo. Oreo, yun.
Yeah, for the three girls, what's your first agenda coming here, coming to the Philippines and starting your MUPH journey? What is the first agenda that you are planning to do?
I'll start. I think the first thing, you're talking on the plane, of course we're on a 28-hour flight. So first things first, we wanted all of our favorite Filipino foods when we got here. Yes. Especially before the training really begins, we needed to indulge. But besides that, I'm excited to be back here in the Philippines. The last time I was here was in 2019. I was 17 years old, pre-pandemic. So I'm really excited to be back and see what changed and also explore my roots further and see my family because most live here. I'm only my mom, myself, my dad, and one sister there. But she has 8 other siblings here in the Philippines, so I'm really excited to be in touch with my family and also meet other Filipinos along the way.
So one of the first things I wanted to make sure to put on my agenda was to visit my family. The last time I was here was about 2022. And it was really important for me because my mom has 4 other sisters. They're 5 girls. So I've always had a lot of support from them. And it's hard being away from family.
When you say family, like family here?
Yes,
So where are they? Where are they?
sa Pampanga.
Sa Pampanga. Alright. Go ahead.
So that's something I immediately put on my agenda to go visit them. It's something that's very important to me because they are the reason that I'm here. They're the reason that I want to represent our Filipino communities, not only here but in the US. They mean a lot to me, and being able to represent them and thank them for all of the support, all of the love that they poured into me is extremely important.
Thanks, Amanda. Pauline.
Mine po, my very first agenda, every time I land in the Philippines, is to go and get kwek kwek and isaw. It's my favorite food of all time. So every time I land in the Philippines, my first agenda is to go get street food.
Saan dip niya? Like the sweet and sour or vinegar?
All of it.
What?
Sausawan. Ayun. But after that, it's to see my lola. My lola lives here in the Philippines. And my dad, that's my dad's side. Every year when I come home, I come to see her and we talk about all of the accomplishments that I've gone through within the last year, and then also to reconnect with the churches that we have here. So I'm very heavily involved with our church, and we have a bunch of churches here in the Philippines. So we do a lot of children's outreach. So that's next on my agenda, is to do some feeding programs, giftings to the kids, and as well as we're trying to organize another medical missions. So I'm excited to do that.
Yay, thank you. Oreo, more questions?
Go ahead. You're good?
Okay, go ahead, Oreo.
I asked this kanina sa mga girls na dumating. Who among the Miss Universe Philippines sisters would you like to meet first? Or look forward to meeting?
That's a hard one because I feel like they're all worthy of meeting, and I'm very excited to meet the girls because I think pageantry is all about the sisterhood. So me being able to meet these girls was already a blessing. So I'm excited to meet all of them. There's not one person that I'm more excited to meet because I think each and every one of them will teach me something new, and I will take something along my journey that comes from their story.
I want to mimic what Pauline said. I'm really excited to meet all the girls, of course, on social media. Social media is such a powerful tool nowadays, especially in pageantry. We're seeing all of the posts, getting to see all their training, so I'm excited for us to also make our impact and meet these girls here in the Philippines. Besides that, since we're representing our Philan communities abroad, I'm really excited to meet the other international candidates, not just from the United States. Australia, Britain, all of those. I really want to see how their journey was, if it's similar to ours, what was different, as well as how they coped with being a Filipino abroad and how that was in their home country. So I'm really excited to meet all of those girls.
Amanda.
I'm also, as per my other sisters,
Gaya-gaya lang talaga.
I'm very excited to meet everyone. I actually had the pleasure of doing a quick hi earlier when I was getting my makeup done. They're all wonderful, wonderful girls, but I really can't wait to get to know them on a deeper level as we go through this journey together. With this journey, it's not only just about yourself. It's about, as Ate Pauline said, mag-sisterhood. That is extremely important because not only do you get support from your family, you get support from your friends abroad, but you get support here, and I think that's honestly the true beauty of pageantry, especially here in the Philippines.
Grabe ang Miss Universe stage. Parang puksaan na ito ng 80 girls, ano? Wow, pero ang tindi ng pagdadaan ng training. They're here for 3.5 months training bago isa lang yan sa May na the pageant, the finals, right? Just ko, I wanna invite natin most of mag-invite kami ng mga press friends natin para sa training so we can witness how they are trained. Even from passerella to everything. Pag-inuwi, pagsagot. Hi, Sir Jerry. a pageantry icon. Yeah, and this is Sir Jerry. Okay, we are ready for more questions. Sir, your name please and your page or site application.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm Nolly Mariosa for OPNB Worldwide. Welcome to the Philippines. Okay, my question is, what important Filipino value do you practice even though you're all residing in the US?
Oh, I'm sure meron ano, innate yun eh. Values na practice, no?
So, one of the biggest values I believe that I practice in the US was learned through my mom, learned through my lola, because they actually lived with us for a little
Which
bit.
is values na.
But my values that I want to highlight is hospitality and empathy.
Kapampangan selected, ano?
Yes.
Very, very hospitable.
That's always been a major value that has been instilled in me since I was young. Always being welcoming, loving, and I think that not only is that a value of my family that I observe, but a value of all of the Filipinos. I think we are really all connected by the fact that we are Filipino, and that's what makes us powerful and prideful. So being able to showcase that and show other people in the US, those who are not Filipino, because I grew up in a predominantly white area. So being able to
Pennsylvania,
showcase,
right?
yes. So being able to showcase that and show others what we are about, what we are like, and what we hold dear to our hearts has always been very important to me. Thank you.
Okay, Val, it's your turn.
Sure. Like Amanda said, hospitality is something really important to the Filipino community, both in Phil-Ams and Filipinos here. For me, instilled in me from a young age is, I like to say the 3 Fs. So, 3 Fs.
Oh.
There. 3 Fs, friends, family, and faith. Those are, I think, at the root of all of our Filipino households. It's what makes us unique as a culture.
Ang galing mo to.
Aw.
It's a winning answer.
Thank you.
Faith,
So-
family, and friends.
So when we meet Filipinos, even in the grocery store in America, of course my mom starts talking and they find their connection, why we're connected in some
You
way.
know how Filipinos are loud sa supermarkets.
Yes. It's because we have the same values, the same roots, and we keep that very dear in our younger generations. Even as we progress as a society, Filipinos are very strong in our values and our morals, and we have trust in that. So that's something that I want to continue here. When I arrived here before in the Philippines, I realized that family is very, very, very important to our culture. As soon as I arrived, the family I never met before, because I've been in the US, were willing to come pick me up, drive me wherever I needed to go, even though it was the first time I met them, right? Driving 3 hours in the traffic here. Traffic is crazy here. It's a little much, but we love it. So it's not just that. Now in our journey here, there's so many people that are willing to help us. And we feel really, really grateful being from abroad. You guys are welcoming us with open arms, and we really, really appreciate it. Thank you.
Naku, Valerie, you know how Filipinos are. Lahat kami dito. Nanaginip kami maging beauty queen din naman ang mga ate ko. Okay. Magkano na faith? You mentioned faith, pero hindi ka nag-elaborate. Are people that, are your parents, I mean, talagang faith?
Oh, well, so I grew up Catholic, as many Filipinos do, but just Christian values in general. It was something that we put in our life, not just going to church, right, but treating our neighbor with kindness and going out and doing good in our community, because the church is greater than just the building, correct? It's really being kind, having patience with one another, being forgiving, right? So it's something I try to think about every time I'm interacting with another person, trying to spread that message, even if it's not just, I'm talking about my specific Catholicism, but just having the general feeling of Christianity in my life. Thank you.
Thank you. Pauline!
Yes.
Sarap naman pakinggan. Ano ba nang gusto nyo natin makinig na lang?
For me po, I think one value that I embrace the most with Filipino culture is no matter where we are in the world, we will come together and we have that bayanihan spirit. It's the fact that we will always help our fellow Filipinos no matter where we are in the world. I think for me as a community leader and mentor, I help fundraise and organize events to help our here in the Philippines, but as well as Filipinos in America, whenever they go through something tragic, or let's say they're going through something that they need assistance with. And I think that with all the Filipinos, that's ingrained and instilled in us, is to help one another. And no matter where we are, we can always reach out to a Filipino and say, hey, could you help me out with something? And they'll say yes, you know? And I think that is definitely one great value that we all share.
Wow. Nakakaiyak naman.
But aside for the ground, what do you look forward to gain in your journey here sa Miss Universe Philippines?
May sacrifices sila sa abroad for 3 months, they'll be here. So, what do you look forward to aside from
For me, other than the crown, I think what I look forward to the most is really making myself whole within this journey. Within the last 6 years, I've been on this journey of finding myself and finding my purpose in life, and I think this journey with MUPH will really give me a little bit more of that piece of the puzzle wherein I could say, hey, this journey has given me more of who I'm supposed to be, and this purpose of me being here is to share my story and to share that with our sisters.
Nice! Lumalaban na talaga sa Q&A ito mga nawala ko, di ba? Go ahead, Valerie.
Sure. So I mimic what Pauline had to say. I think through pageantry, one thing that makes a pageant queen stand out, and I think a lot of Filipino title holders have it, is an open-mindedness to the opportunities that present themselves during this journey. I want to pursue anything I can while I'm out here. It's such a unique once-in-a-life opportunity, and I think we need to make the most of it while out here. But besides that, I'm really excited to work with my advocacy program, the PUSO Foundation book. PUSO standing for Purposeful Unconditional Service to Others. So they do international projects both in the US, in the Philippines, and 5 other countries currently, doing small acts of kindness, big acts of kindness to inspire hope in the communities, giving back. I want to inspire others to pay it forward, as they say. So I'm really excited. I've been working with this initiative for 4 years now, but they're based in the Philippines. So now it's my time to come give back here in the homelands. I'm gonna go for some medical missions, possibly help rebuild some homes that were affected by typhoons, just doing good works like that. I'm really excited to have that opportunity out here.
Kaya dumating siya, hindi typhoon season.
Wag naman.
Wag naman nga kaya, pero let's go ahead. It's your turn, Amanda.
So something I'm really excited for and something I'm really looking forward to is to learn. I feel like there's always something to learn, and I'm so excited to have this new perspective now that I'm back here in the Philippines. Every time I come back, I feel like there's always something that I can learn, always something that I can improve on. And I look forward to that as well, especially from all of the girls, all of you. There's so much opportunity to learn. But I'm also very excited to also work with my advocacy, which is helping our elderly communities in need. I feel like that's something that is kind of overlooked in today's society, and it's something I hold very close to my heart. My grandparents on both sides helped to bring me up into this world. They made me who I am, and they instilled their values within me. And I believe that with age comes wisdom. And with that, I unfortunately think that their wisdom is being taken for granted. And it is their first time living. So I think that being able to give back and raise awareness for this issue is really important to me, and I'm so glad to have the platform and opportunity to do so.
Thank you. One last question for Pauline. Okay. Have you tried auditioning for a play or a musical in Broadway?
So not on Broadway po, but I've been in not Broadway shows, but I've been in musical shows. So I've been in Rent and West Side Story, and a few others in my career on stage.
Can you give us a sample of your singing?
Yeah!
Wow, okay. I dreamed a dream in time gone by, when hope was high and life worth living. I dreamed that love would never die. I dreamed that God would be forgiving. No,
Best of luck to you.
Lahat sila singer.
I learned lahat daw sila. They all sing. All three of them.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And your name, please?
Hi, good mabuhay. My name is Franz, and they call me here Italian Dream Mars Franz.
Hi, ikaw yun. I'm Mars,
I'm
friend.
Mars Franz. Quick question for the three of you. I know that you've been in this journey parang small pa lang, di ba? Parang nag-start kayo mga 3 or 4 years. So, who pageant queen you are look up to and why?
Are you familiar with the Queen, the Filipina?
The Filipino queens. Who?
a little bit.
Sure, I'll start.
I think it's a common answer, but it's for a good reason. Catriona Gray is one of the ultimate pageant queens here in the Philippines, because Miss Universe, right? But even after she gave up her crown, after moving on and pursuing other things, you really see the kindness and genuine personality that she has. So I really look up to her in that fact and her humility through it all. Also, being from a mixed background, of course, I relate to her. So it's nice to see someone really represent their Filipino side of their roots, but also spread it internationally in the universe.
Naman. Ultimate yata si Kat, no? Okay, Amanda.
So I think one of the queens that I really look up to is our most recent, Miss Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Yes. I believe that she carries herself with such elegance, and that really is something to look forward to. But also, she is very humble. I love what she stands for as a person, and I love how she presents herself in that way. You can see the kindness in the way that she carries herself, and I look up to that because I hope to be able to do that too throughout my journey.
Mukha naman mag-encounter sila kasi di ba reigning si Chelsea. Let's see.
It's gonna be one of our other big queens. It's Pia Wurtzbach. And the reason why is because I admire her perseverance throughout her journey. The many times that she joined pageantry to get that crown, and the way she handled the little controversy that happened on the Miss Universe stage. I think that was, it takes a lot of courage, and it takes a lot within her to be able to face the world where other people don't think that she deserves that crown, but she showed that she deserved that crown.
Iba sila ng
Thank
short
you.
bet, no?
And can I make requests for the three of you, and let's make it official. It'd be okay if you could stand up right now, the three of you, and introduce yourself one by one. Like, my name is Pauline, with Universe Philippines. So,
Parang nirarap up natin. Can we do that later
Later.
on?
Sige.
You will have your time for that kasi ang daming mo.
sige, thank you,
Definitely,
and
you will have a
congratulations.
one-on-one with your
And
Miss France.
see you on February 15.
Anong meron sa Feb 4? Taray, alam na nang maganap.
Okay, thank you, Miss Franz. Okay, you have something to say? Alright, we can entertain more questions. Your name, please, and your publication.
I am Christian from the Crown Philippines.
Wow!
So, my question is, the competition in Miss Universe Philippines gets tougher every year. The fans are more passionate here in the Philippines as well. Just curious to know about your preparations, especially that you will also be vying the crown against comeback queens who are also participating in this edition.
Sure, I can start. I think each and every queen, it goes without saying that every queen is preparing through their pastorela training, their Q&A. But I think for me, my other training is to be grounded in my faith, and to be grounded and to know who I am and who I represent in this competition. That's me, and that's my story. So for me, a lot of my journey is to making sure that in every step of the way, I know who I am, I real and representing myself authentically, and that I don't let the pressure steer me away from that, so that in this competition, I am not listening to the outside forces. I'm listening to what's inside my heart, what's inside my mind, and what God is telling me and telling me to do in this journey.
Meron talaga to, no? May laban. Thank you, Amanda. Pauline. Valerie.
Sure. So, similar to Pauline, I think through this journey, one of the most important things is that we focus on our health and well-being throughout. It can be quite daunting because the Philippines is such a competitor in the pageant world, and everyone is so uniquely beautiful, has so many unique characteristics to portray. And I think that's important that I remind myself of why I'm unique and why I decided to join the pageantry, and decide why it is that I should be the next Miss Universe Philippines, what I have to bring to the table. So it's something I try to remind myself with, but also I think it's important to learn from the other girls' characteristics, what makes us unique. It's something that's really great to learn throughout the journey.
Ganda rin naman. Woo! And of course, Amanda.
So one of the biggest things is obviously, as I said earlier, learning. Constantly learning and taking in what is around us, especially in this new environment. But one of the things I like to remember is who has my back. And that is my family. And they've always been here for me since day one. I've been doing this since about 13 or 14. And I always, whenever I'm a little down, when I have doubts, not only am I looking to God, but I'm looking to my family. They are the biggest factor in why I am here today, who I am today, and that is extremely important for me, and I keep them in mind during the entirety of my preparation.
Okay, you're good. I didn't get your name again? Christian, thank you. Okay, I understand. We will give way naman to sa people in the back. I understand Miss Alvin Ignacio has a set of questions of the Daily Tribune. Hi, Mare.
Hello, I'm Alvin Ignacio of Tribune. My question is, at what age did you realize that you are beautiful, and now, at your present stature, how do you define beauty?
Para. Q&A na. Preparation.
So, growing up, I was always different from the kids around me. Like I said, I was more in a majority of a white area. I was taller than everyone. I looked different. And that was really hard for me growing up and trying to find my confidence and self-love. But through pageantry itself, actually, I was able to find that within myself. Not only through the support and love of my family, but learning myself, growing on myself. And I think that now I can use my height to my advantage. I've learned to love it. I've learned to love myself and really be kind to myself. And how I define beauty is being able to be content with oneself, but also learning how to grow. Learning how to take very good constructive criticism and always learning, but always being sure within yourself. And that is something I believe that we can all instill.
Ano ka, Alvin? Di ba? Valerie, the question.
Sure. Similar to Amanda, we've actually been getting comments recently we look like sisters. But I also grew up in a community and school where I was a little different. I'm Filipino, but I'm also American. My dad is Irish, right? So finding my place was hard at first. But then I realized, oh, I can be with this group, I could be with that group, I could be with a group that's different than me. And that's fine. And that's so beautiful. And that's what beauty is to me. It's our imperfections. It's what makes us different. And that's something I want to embrace through my journey. Being from America, representing the community in New York, the Philams there, is such a beautiful experience. Let's make it unique. That's what makes me beautiful. You know what I mean? And then in addition to that, I think beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. And it's in your strength and in your confidence. So it's something we need to bring as the Filipino Americans from abroad.
When I say I'm beautiful, I am beautiful. Right?
Yes.
Of course.
Okay.
It's all in the mind.
Thank you, Val. Same question for Amanda. For Pauline.
No.
Sorry.
So for me, I think we all have similar backgrounds, but for me it's a little bit different. I left the Philippines when I was 10, and I moved to New York. Yeah, I moved to New York as a 10-year-old Reina Filipina, and I got bullied. So for a while, for a very long time, I did not feel confident in my own skin. I found, my whitening treatments, glutathione, trying to fit into what the world tells me what beauty is. So I think you asked at what age did I feel beautiful? I think for me, in my journey of growth and healing, I don't think I felt the most beautiful until this past year because of the accomplishments that I think I've done and all the work and healing and the growth that I've done within myself. So I actually think for me, beauty is finding the broken pieces of your journey and making that beautiful.
Thank you very much. And second question. We've had 4 Miss Universes, Gloria Diaz, Margie Moran, Pia Wurtzbach, and Catherine Labrie. Amongst the 4 former Miss Universes, what were their, what are the traits of them na gustong-gusto niyo? If you're familiar with their pageant journey or you were able to watch their performances, what were their traits na gustong-gusto niyo?
I think if there was one word to describe all of them, to me, it would be authenticity. And I think each and every one of them brought their authentic selves to the stage, and they brought on what the Philippines stands for.
Wow.
So, I think what I was just talking about, uniqueness, right? It shows in our 4 title holders. They're quite different, and they all had uniqueness to them, but they have the determination that we showcase here in the Philippines, even abroad. We're known whenever someone says, oh, I know this Filipino, I know this Filipino. They're really, really smart, they're really, really intelligent, and they have confidence. And that's through determination they can hone those traits. So I think that's something that the Filipinos have as an edge in pageantry. We're really determined to put our name out there and represent the pride back home.
True. Thank you, Valerie. Okay, Amanda.
Something that I really admire about all of those queens is not only how hardworking they are, but their humility. And I think that's something that we as Filipinos carry throughout our entire culture. And I think that being able to instill that within our younger generations as well, being able to give back, remain humble, remain kind is something that should be instilled and we should all practice in every day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alwin.
You have a question? May vlogger friend tayo dito. Would you like to ask a question? Charot lang. She might say, okay. Okay, I'd like to give the microphone to another rider from the JV Tribute. Alex! Naku, nakakatakot ito. Be nice, Mare, ha? Alex Brosas. The feisty Alex Brosas.
Am I not nice? Would you like me to be nice?
Please.
Yes, I will be. You are a welcome addition to the aspiring beauty queens, Filipino beauty queens. Coming from all persuasions, Filipinas are all over the pageantry. They come from diverse persuasions, diverse background, diverse faith. In this diversity, I would like to ask you, is there unity in diversity?
That's a really, really amazing question.
Oh.
I believe that there's always unity, especially within our culture. We are all so very prideful and proud to be Filipino. And I think that's what makes us so unbelievably powerful as a country. Although we are all different, we have that in common. And that is our values, our morals, and our love for each other and the Philippines. And I think that's something that we all instill in us, even though we are so different. That is something that we can find in relation. Just like when you're out at the store, especially in the US, you find a Filipino,
we are instantly connected, and you are connected forever. And that's something that I love, especially being in the being in the United States. That's something that I really believe is beautiful about our Phil-Am communities. Although we are all over, different backgrounds, come from different ways of being in the United States, we are all connected by the love and humility of the Philippines.
Grabe, lumabas na yung confidence ni Amanda. Kanina medyo shy siya. Look at her now.
Ready?
I know she is. Okay, Valerie, you've always been naman talaga. Go ahead na, Valerie.
So, to answer your question, I think the number one identity we have as Filipinos is the fact that we're Filipino. We're not going up to someone, oh, what's your religion? What's your identity in this way or that? We're really number one Filipino first. And that's something that makes us stand out in pageantry and on that stage, is the fact that we have this pride, like Amanda said, in our Filipineness. So, I lost my train of thought. But I think unity, to answer your question, is important now more than ever. Coming from the US or any international, the state of the world right now, we need more unity, we need more love. And that's something we celebrate in pageantry. The Philippines is able to have so many candidates because each place has something unique to give. We all have a unique identity, but are all willing and capable of representing the Philippines on the international stage. Thank you.
Thank you, Val. Okay, Pauline.
Yeah, so us coming from this tri-state area in America, New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania is filled with diversity. And I think with diversity, it is welcomed, it is celebrated. But I think learning to celebrate and welcoming diversity comes unity, because that's when we learn to root ourselves in our heritage and in our culture. So I think that unifies us together as Filipinos. When we learn to celebrate others, we also learn to celebrate ourselves.
Jessica, what do you look forward to, okay, kung ikaw magiging judge?
I don't look forward to anything. I am open to everything.
Seriously, Kat,
Can learn.
gusto mo mag-title, ano yung hinahanap mo sa isang Reina? Although Reina na sila ha,
Yeah.
pero kung dito sa Pilipinas na competition.
You have to be unique in a way that you are none of them. You get what I mean? You are not a representation of anyone.
You have to be...
You have to be very unique. You have to represent yourself so that nobody will be like you.
Pinahirapan
Totally
ko si
yes,
Alex. Di ba?
Oh, since you're asking, I will ask this question. Charot!
Did that make it difficult for you, Alex, na naman?
Ano na?
Wala, go ahead.
Okay. You will be admired on stage, di ba? People will look at you as either icons, goddesses, or idols, di ba? What? Hello? What predicate adjective would you like to be called?
One lang?
What predicate adjective would you like to be called?
Who would like to answer first?
Let's contemplate now. What adjective? If I could be identified as only one adjective on that stage, I think it would be determined. I want to show that I have something to give to this crown. Not just beauty, not just my walk, but something to contribute to organization. Because we're a title holder, right? We're supposed to be the representation of the community. So I want to give back and also be a determined leader for the people I come in contact with during my journey.
So an adjective that I would like to be known by would probably be powerful. I believe that in order to fully succeed, you need to be powerful not only in your presence of mind, be powerful not only in your stature, the way you stand, the way you present yourself, but powerful within yourself, knowing that you have the ability, you have the skills to be there. And that is what got you there. And I believe that's what makes me powerful. My experiences and the challenges that I've overcome, and that's something I would like to be known by, as well as representing our powerful culture and morals and values.
Tangkad na powerful pag gusto, Diyos ko ikaw na, Amanda. Pauline.
Okay, for me, I would say graceful. And not just graceful in my performance, but I think graceful in the way I approach every single part of the journey.
One last question. In every pageant, there is a winner. For me, it doesn't matter who wins or who loses. What matters is how she wins or how she loses. Now, my question is there winning in losing?
Absolutely. I think losing teaches us that in every part of your journey, sometimes it could be a redirection to a new journey. So you are winning by losing. For me, leaving behind my Broadway dreams, it opened this door for me, and I think losing that gave me a win by being part of this journey.
Parang nasa kanya pa rin yung dream na being a Disney princess. Ano, parang, ano siya, parang, hopefully I get to,
She is her Disney princess.
She is already, but you know, she's not professionally doing it, like Lesa Longa and the rest of the,
Hopefully this year.
Alright. Oh, sure. Are you good?
Yes. So, to quote a Miss USA in the past, Deshauna Barber is now an inspirational speaker around the world. And she says that she's more she's more proud of her failures. If she had a contract or a resume of all of her failures throughout the years, it would wrap around the building. And that's what put her in the place she's at now. It's how she handled those losses. She has to be proud of those moments because she knew what she was capable of, and she embraced all of the criticism throughout the journey and turned those failures into wins, like Pauline said.
I believe that there is always a win in losing. Whether it's within yourself is what's really important. Being able to bounce back from a loss, being able to learn, being able to accept criticism and really grow from that. Growth is the biggest aspect of turning a loss into another win. And I believe that with losing, whether it's losing a part of yourself for a while, whether it's getting a bad grade, trust me, I'm a college student. Being able to learn from that, to grow and say, what do I need to do next time in order to make me more successful is what's really important and will always lead you to a different type of win.
Wow! Ano ka ngayon?
Who would like to go first?
Okay, I can go first. So since we've been here, I didn't even realize it was Valentine's Day tomorrow. Because we've been working so hard since we got here, all of us girls. We've had a lot of training, a lot of evaluation, a lot of photo shoots, all of that type of stuff. So what I'm looking forward to is not only to continue my training,
Of course.
but also hopefully to get some rest. I think that rest is the biggest thing for all three of us, especially since we're jet lagged from being on the totally different side of the world. So I think that prioritizing health, prioritizing wellness, but also being able to keep on working in some sort of way is really going to be important for me tomorrow.
Okay, go ahead, Valerie.
To answer your question, I also was going to say what Amanda said in terms of I didn't even know what the date is today,
Exactly.
to be honest with you.
Valentine's Day for tomorrow.
Because my parents are not here with me right now. They're actually back home in the US. This is my mommy for now. So I'm in 2 time zones at the moment. So I think I'll just be calling home, getting a long talk with them, catching them up on everything I'm doing here, because I'm the only child. So they're worried, but also really excited for my journey. So it's time to catch up, get some rest, and see my dog through FaceTime. That's where my heart is. My dog, Goldie.
What's the name of your dog?
Goldie?
Anong breed niya?
Oh, it's a golden doodle. Wow, original name. Golden doodle Goldie.
Sila, no? Maliliit lang yung ganong breed.
What's that?
Maliliit ito kasi they're big dogs.
Oh, it's 50 pounds. But I lift it on my back.
Alright, thank you, Valerie. Pauline.
So for tomorrow,
Yeah.
hello, yeah. For tomorrow, I have a date. Yes, with my sisters. Yeah, so we do have a date tomorrow where we could relax, spend the day with one another, but also you asked about the status of my heart and someone who has gone through a lot of relationship things in the past. I would say that I'm in the process of starting to love.
Say it again, medyo...
I'm in the process of starting to love again.
Wow,
Yeah.
Oh,
He's here with me in the Philippines for the
he's
next
Filipino?
Yes, he's Filipino.
Akala ko Latino.
He's Filipino.
What's his name?
Official na ba to?
Manda ka mami.
Sorry. Guys, hindi pa Facebook official. Just kidding. He's half Filipino. Half Filipino. So yes po. So, a date with my pageant sisters and
Sana all. Sana all.
yeah.
May date bukas. Okay, you're good, Miss Candice, kasi bibigay ko na for the last question from the gentleman over there. Go ahead na.
Hi, I'm Ferdy from Eventology.
So, say it again.
Eventology.
Ikaw yun. I follow you.
Ready na kayo?
May patanong pa.
I know ready na kayo. This is our ultimate question for all the Miss Universe Philippines candidates. So, ladies, Valerie, Pauline, and Amanda, why should you be the next Miss Universe Philippines?
I guess I'll start. Ready now.
Let's start with
So I think I can and should be the next Miss Universe Philippines because I think I have the ability to turn the lemons that life has given me into lemonade. Within my journey, in every single struggle and trials that I've been given in life, I've been able to push through them and been able to rise above each and every struggle. And I think the people of the Philippines deserve a queen that they can look up to and can show them how to do that with themselves and be a role model not just to the women but also to the younger generation that you can continue achieving things no matter what age you are. Thank you.
Valerie, same question.
Why should I be Miss Universe Philippines? I think the most important thing during my journey is I want to show my genuine self on that stage. I want to be proud of myself first, and have confidence throughout. And then something I want to empower the younger generations of Filipinos and be a title holder and representative of that throughout my journey. I want to show the Filipino community, both abroad and here, to be empowered and to be proud of our Filipinoness. So, thank you.
Alright, thank you, Valerie. And Amanda.
I believe that I should be the next Miss Universe Philippines because I have a mission and I'm determined to complete that mission. It's been a couple years since I started pageants and I believe that through every trial and tribulation, it has brought me here. And I'm very determined to not only represent myself on that stage, but to represent every single one of you. That is what we're here for, and that's what's important to us. Not only raising awareness about my advocacy for our elderly communities, not only raising awareness about how we are in the United States as Phil-Ams, but raising awareness through the entire universe, our morals, our values, and what makes us truly Filipino, and that is my mission.
And with that last question from the eventologist, right?
We are now ready to, this is the final part of the media conference.